When you first open ClassLink, you will see something very similar to what you're seeing here. I'm actually working and recording from an iPad, but your layout will look somewhat similar to this. You can move your icons around in ClassLink. I didn't know if you know that. You can also generate your own, and we can also, in the digital learning team, spend some time with that at some point in the future. But today we're looking at Canvas. So we're going to open up Canvas. And when you open up Canvas, you're going to see something like this. You're going to see your published courses, which you may or may not already have. I'm going to scroll down. You will see unpublished courses here as well. And actually, while you're working, you will also see all the graded to grade work on the right-hand side. We're going to come back to some of these pieces here in a moment. For now, we're going to concentrate on what is on the left-hand side. On the left-hand side, underneath the logo, you'll see a small round circle. That is actually my portrait and my kind of settings. So we're going to click that to start with. The first thing in settings is notifications. In notifications, you can set what happens and when it happens. So push notifications, you'll note that I don't have many. I have one for student appointment setups and some other pieces, and I may revise those this semester. Sometimes I got way too many notifications last semester, so I highly recommend that you walk through this and work out what's good for you. And if during the semester you are getting too many notifications, go here and check and uncheck as relevant so that you actually get what you need to get. I do recommend getting notifications of discussions, because otherwise, if you embed them into your Canvas site, you may not actually find them easily otherwise. Anyway, those are notifications. We're going to open up Profile next in this menu. And Profile opens up my profile that my students see when we're conversing, when I'm posting assignments. They're not going to see all of this information, but they definitely see that portrait. So if you want to add a portrait, it's usually going to start with just your initials. You're just going to click that portrait. It brings up that pencil and brings up a addition for you to choose a picture. I think on the web page version, you're actually able to use your webcam to take a picture there and then. But you can upload a picture here, and I highly recommend doing this. This really helps you connect with your students and really empowers them, because they think that, that you're invested in the class, and you are invested in the class, but they believe that when they see this. It's just simple things sometimes for that to happen. So we're going to close out of here. Other things that you can add in here are you can add a short biography. You can also add links to your faculty webpage, and you do that by clicking the Edit Profile button here on the right-hand side, and that just brings up that editable panel there. I'm going to close that down. Files here are if you want to add in your own private files. So this on the left, you'll see some of them are like class names. Those contain all of my class files for those particular classes, but then you also have your own files here within Canvas too. Now, if you didn't know, Canvas has very limited storage, so you should not try and store a lot of information on Canvas. Use Google Drive for that. I'm going to go back to my name, and then we're going to click Settings next. So in settings, over on the right-hand side, you can edit those settings. I highly recommend setting your pronouns here. Mills is still working on that integration where many of us filled out in My Mills to actually have our pronouns set. And eventually this will probably be automatic, but right now you can do this. And I highly encourage not only for you to do this, but also just like with the profile picture, encourage your students to do this so that we're using correct pronouns and we also have a picture to connect. There are also some web services in here that you potentially should connect. It's relatively simple. If you have questions, we are of course willing to help at any time. You can also add in a different email address, but your Mills email address cannot be changed. Other pieces of information here we're not concerned with for today.